We are now recording the October 21st, 2016 Small Business Accounting Advisors. Hello, everyone. So we have two people with us that are going to QB Connect. Everyone else must be on the way. I was wondering if we'd have a smaller turnout because of that today. So Jan, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Got your app ready and all the things that you're going to? And
Yep, I've got my app ready, and then that's what I was just doing. I was putting down some dinners and some breakfasts, and I don't know if you guys saw, I don't know if I got it posted or not, but if you look on the app on Monday, they put the meetup for me on the app.
oh, nice.
So
Nice.
yeah, I was really excited. So bright and early.
Bright and early for you guys. For me, it's almost lunchtime.
I know.
Yeah, I'll be happy to join with the Zoom. And
Good.
those of us that can't go can actually join for an hour or two and see what's happening.
Exactly. That's such an awesome way for you to handle it and to help people kind of meet some new people around QB Connect. I'm very excited.
Oh, yes. So who did we lose?
Mariette?
Larry. Larry bumped out. Larry's been having some technical issues with his computer. And Mariette, we lost. Okay.
I'm back.
Okay.
I can't get used to you, Gina. You're like fading in the distance.
I know. I need a green screen, and it gets worse because my eyes start pixelating, and I look like the Exorcist or something.
Like half your head is missing.
At the top of that's because I went to jet.com and my head exploded.
Oh, that's a good excuse.
I'll have it fixed by the next time. I thought that I did this time. It was working better than this, or I could keep my hands on my head.
Yeah, that is so strange.
I know, right?
That is kind of strange.
Mariette, are you ready for QB
I was
Connect?
the one that was playing. Apparently, her laptop has the same frame program by ArcSoft, but sadly, that software, that little piece of software, is not a standalone, and you can't purchase it. So in her case, it was already installed on the laptop, so she was able to play with it when she goes on Zooms. Mine was installed with my cam, with my Logitech, and I think that they must have partnered with ArcSoft like several years ago and then stopped, because the Logitech cameras that I see now do not have it included.
So is it your camera that's doing this? Your camera on your computer?
Well, two things. The frame is my camera.
Okay.
The background is the new Zoom's background. Zoom allows you to have a background now. And they give you a couple pictures. This picture that I have behind me happens to be from from Longwood Gardens, which is a garden, I guess you would call it a garden center. Very well known, very big, so very pretty too.
Just looks strange when you're like in the middle of it.
I know.
And now your eyes are glowing.
I know, that's what I said. That's Exorcist time.
Oh no, I'm getting a little scared.
We started Friday early.
I am getting scared here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do a few things here. I have a client coming in and just popping in and trying to talk to you. So yeah, I'm getting ready.
Last minute stuff before you're ready to leave?
Yeah, I am. I've been, actually I wanted to show you guys something really cool. Let me see if I can get it to work, but give me 1 second. You guys ignore me for a minute because I want to see.
You can take as many seconds as you need, Mariette.
Aw, I love that. Thank you. I need a lot of seconds right now, actually. I'm very overwhelmed. It's so funny when I talk to the Intuitees because like I'm on 2 panels, I'm in 2 solo sessions. In between that, I'm going to interviews where they're interviewing me. And so on Tuesday, guys, if you see me, please don't be offended. I'm going to be so overwhelmed that it's
Quite
like,
all right. Don't worry.
yeah.
We're on your side. We're behind you 100%.
Yeah, one step at a time.
We're right behind you, Miss Marriott.
That's
Thank
right.
No, I'm so grateful. Honestly, I'm like beyond grateful for how they're, pulling me into a lot of projects, but it's just.
It's the green QB toenails.
Oh, is that what it is? Did I get them with that? I think I did get them with that. That was pretty awesome. I have to.
I think I figured it out.
I'm curious to find out what everybody thought of the movie The Accountant.
Oh, have you seen it?
I think he ought to win Best Actor.
Oh, I have not had a chance to watch TV.
I have not had a chance to watch it either. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
it's
try and
on
find
Wait,
it tonight.
actually.
Maybe I'll be able to get it on Comcast. Like
Well,
the
it's
demand.
extremely violent.
Really?
He's probably
Actually, Linda, that's not extremely violent. That's the norm. I've seen the highlights of it.
actually go to a movie where one person kills 2 to 3 dozen people with one shot to the head.
Wow.
Oh, I guess you haven't seen Deadpool then.
No.
Are any of the FX specials
Or any of the Marvel movies, any of the, oh yeah. You would, you'd be like,
I can't wait to see it. That is so not what any accountant that I know is.
Well,
actually, Gina, you know an account like that.
I think that in a lot of ways it reminded me of me.
Wow.
Not that I go shoot people through the head with one shot, but
Yeah.
I might enjoy that.
We're scared now, Linda.
Yes, I am. I'm a little scared. Well, so I wanted to tell you, so I've been, I have to, at the event, I have to do a mobile sharing and demo QuickBooks Self-Employed. So, well, first of all, so I've been making tons of videos. Actually, let me share can I share my screen real quick so I can show you guys?
Yep. Let me turn you on to gallery or whatever the view is. So now you're full screen.
Okay, so let me show you. Oh my God, I was making some funny things today. So actually, one of the are you in sessions too, Jan? You have your own sessions or panels, stuff like that?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. So one of the things there. Okay, can you see? I think you can see my screen.
Oh, I
Yeah.
like
So well, one of the things we're supposed to be doing is we're supposed to be promoting like the event and like putting blogs out, articles out, videos out. So that's obviously why you guys have seen a lot of that. So I was getting my hair done this morning and I took a picture, the normal one, and then I'm like, oh my God, I could be green in the picture. So I just took a funny picture. Anyway.
So what did you do to make yourself green? What did you use?
Well, I've never used my I'm like trying to talk to you guys here, but you're over here. Okay. So I've never used my Chromebook for pictures. And if you actually use your Chromebook, you take the picture with the Chromebook and then it goes to Photo Gallery. I've never done that before. And in Photo Gallery, it lets you do special effects.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and so I've never taken a picture of my Chromebook because I don't use it like socially. I use it to like work, like when I went to the conference with you, Tina. But since I was getting my hair done and I was working at the same time, I took a picture with my Chromebook and all of a sudden, edit gallery. And I said, okay. And so I went to gallery and it had all these funny special effects. So I thought that was kind of fun.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I had a witch when it was involved.
What happened?
Linda,
That's
what did you
great,
say?
Marriott.
I didn't hear what you said. What did you say, Linda?
I said it reminds me of the witch.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Wizard of Oz.
Totally.
When I
Totally.
looked at that, I went, "Oh, the Wizard of Oz."
Yeah, and then I put this little thing, self-employed, I'm coming for you,
I love it.
So yeah, so what I've been doing, in case anyone's like trying to figure out all this stuff, because we have basically going on, and I'm sure you've heard. So we have, actually, let me show you. So we have the Own It app, we have the QuickBooks Connect app, and then we have, for you guys, for us, the peeps, we have the Slack app.
Yeah,
Which
which
is
I can't use.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's Seth's app, and it's so much fun. And I really like it because it's really designated to just like our group, like us and Seth's, people. So it's really cool. And so there's just like so many apps going on, obviously. And it's kind of overwhelming.
And I love your little avatar in the background.
Well, that is actually my daughter. She made me that. That's an actual picture. It's a real picture.
It looks like one.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, she.
One that got the idea that your cape is in the other one.
Yeah, I think she saw one of my swag shirts.
T-shirts, yeah.
Yeah, and it was so cute. If you guys see my video from last year, I actually go zoom into her little picture. But yeah, one day, you know, she just came and she's like, "Mom, I made you a picture." I thought it was the cutest thing. So I actually have it up in my office. I think it's like the coolest thing ever.
Nice.
So anyway, so with all this craziness, I started making movies. So, because I know so many people don't have time to like go on the app, learn Own It, learn QuickBooks Connect, learn Slack. It's like out of control. So yeah, on my social media, I put it on our special group too, just so you don't have to go searching for it. I'm creating a playlist called QuickBooks Connect 2016. And every video that I find, like that when other people's too, not my own, that are like really, really helpful about QuickBooks Connect, I'm going to start putting in this playlist. So whenever anybody asks me like, hey, where is that video you were referring to? I'm going to just add it to the playlist and then just keep on sending the same link over and over again just to keep things simple.
What are you using to make your own videos? Camtasia or something else?
I actually use, I'll show you everything since I'm sharing my screen. Oh my God, I forgot I'm sharing my screen. I better make sure I'm not putting anything private up. I just
Doesn't look like it.
oops.
We're not recording yet anyway. Oh,
No, we are.
Oh, we are.
Yes. I just forgot it. Oh my God, I just realized that. Okay. So I close my emails and stuff so that way I don't show anything. But anyway, so I actually use Snagit. So this is like the best, super inexpensive. I actually bought it with Camtasia. Camtasia was $299. And then when you get it together, this is only $25, which is like free. It's amazing.
What is it?
It's called Snagit.
Snag it. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can use it to actually make quick videos. You can use it to like right now, let's say I wanted to snag you guys. So if I go ahead and grab the picture of you and I come into Snagit and capture, I can just quickly capture us talking. So that's like me capturing. And the nice thing is like after I capture it, so can you see me doing that? So then after I do that, this is the best part. So after I do the Snagit, then I can go ahead and start putting fun things in there. I can go ahead and put in like call outs and stuff like that.
But do you record the video with Snagit or you?
Yeah. So you can actually, I could have come here on video and I could have said capture.
Is there a length of the videos you can record? I mean, does it have a time limit?
Nope. No, I've already recorded one for over an hour.
Does it store to your hard drive then?
No, I do this is amazing. So you can actually automatically save it right into, where does it do it? I can't remember where it is, but basically you can save it right into your Google Drive, your Dropbox.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay, it right here under share. So under share.
So do you have Camtasia too?
Yeah, I have Camtasia too. Camtasia, I don't use it very often because that's like, I have an actual media guy that makes my videos. And I really bought it for him to use it on his computer. And I just use Snagit because I'm not like a person.
What's the main differentiation between Snagit and Camtasia?
The biggest one is Camtasia is like a full-fledged media, like production software.
So like video, like
full-blown
audio.
blog videos, full-blown media videos. Like this one, all you can do with what I did, if I made a video right now, all I could do with it is upload it and maybe put a couple of those funny little like comments on it, but I can't really edit the video. It's really not meant.
Do they give you an MP4 file?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
you can send it then to Camtasia and edit it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. That's a great tool. Like it's a mini tool of the Camtasia.
Well, just every single video.
I remember Snagit being around for a long time, years.
I do too.
It used to be free. There was a version that was free, and then you had to, there was limitations on it.
Yeah, it's $25 though, which for me is like free.
Now I've got it on I use it for screen capturing and saving stuff as PDFs, and then
Right.
being able, like for example, I use it for my tax software doesn't have a formal report saying that it's been accepted by the e-file's been accepted. So it's on the screen. So I just take a screen capture and then save it as a PDF, and then it's uploaded to my client's portal so they can see that
Right.
it was accepted.
Well, other kind of fun things you can do with it, like let me just give you a couple examples really quickly. Like this is something I also like to do with it. Let me go.
Nice. Got it.
So like if I grab, let me show you. I have to put that on the other side because I don't want to show anything, but let me see. Okay, so here are examples. Like I just grabbed a quick picture, you know, and like with what I used to use like a couple years ago, I used to use snipping tool, like super cheap free snipping tool. You guys use that one? Yeah. So, but it's like snipping tool is so old school, you know, and so for $20 to get this.
I'm old school. That's what I use.
Well, you know what? I don't like it because it's like the way I would have to like edit it. I'd have to like draw with that pen. You know what I mean? It's like.
Yeah, it's impossible. I just do it to get like send my clients information or something. But I don't do everything you're doing, which is cool. I love this.
So you could basically do a short video to explain something to a client, and then like on the screen, like here's where you go in QuickBooks, and
Exactly. That's what I do. That's when I like have to tell a client something. They already know. If I've told you more than twice, don't call me and ask me again. Wait like a couple days, and I'm gonna make you a video. Because it's like I'm saying it over and over again. But I wanted to show you this. So like this is an example that I would do is I'd capture like an image and then I'll make little arrows and like, put a couple call outs on it. And so that's how I use it. And it's just so easy. And I mean, like this, I did this in, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. So yeah, it's a really, really cool tool.
So Dennis, did you know you could do video, or can you do video on the version you have?
I think I can. I just haven't really done it. I was using Screencast for a while, and then I'm just not really that. And I guess you could actually use Zoom and create a video, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Just have you as the sole member, and just kind of share your screen and just start doing it on the screen.
Well, I believe I have not done it, but I believe that you can do like Mariette is doing and then have your own little thumbnail to the side so people can see you if you'd like to.
Yeah, I think I did it with Smartsheet for our group when I shared, what I was doing I think I used Zoom, and I just did a quick video with it and then saved it to upload it to Dropbox, I think it was, and then put a link.
Did you guys just see? I just got a note that Eva Longoria is not coming.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah. And they're going to have America Ferrera, as one of the featured speakers instead.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, sorry,
What
Dennis.
I really want to see is Malcolm Gladwell.
Me too. Have you read any of
love
his
that guy. I've read all his books.
Me too. They're so good.
And what's his name? I didn't hear, Linda.
Malcolm Gladwell.
Is that the one that did the tipping point?
Do you listen to his podcast?
Yeah.
His podcast is really good.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Is that the guy that talked about the tipping point? Popularized that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he wrote The Tipping Point, among other things.
Yeah.
Outliers.
So do you guys see what I'm doing right now? I wanted to show you. So Dennis, to answer your question, I just created a meeting. I can create a meeting for myself, like on my own computer, or I can actually create a meeting on my phone. And then, but I don't know why it's not letting me do it. It's actually kind of weird, but I can create a meeting on my phone, and then I can start recording my computer and I think it's because it's funny, Ring Central uses Zoom meetings, and I'm trying to do a Zoom meeting through my phone, and I'm trying to also record the Zoom meeting while we're talking, and now Zoom is not letting me do it.
You've got a
Well, it
conflict.
wouldn't, because you're already being recorded in a Zoom.
Yeah, it's like not letting me do it. How funny.
Yeah, you would be double recording at that point.
Yeah, conflict.
Yeah, so but anyways, if it did work, that's how you do it. You can pretty much turn your Zoom meeting on your phone, and then you can start recording your screen. Or you could just turn your Zoom meeting on your own computer and basically record yourself.
That's what I did, yeah.
Yeah, so you can do that too. That's another way that I do it. So so besides that, I created the playlist. I wanted to show you guys that. And then the other thing that's really important for people that are going. And I actually made a video about this because it was, again, so many things, the Own It app, and then even there's Own It online too. And Own It Online, it's important for you to go to Own It Online and make sure you created your profile online first, and then go to your Own It app, because you have to do the Own It Online first and then do the Own It app. And so when you go to Own It Online, it's just ownit.com, and then you sign in. You basically have a profile. It's up here on top, is like pretty much the whole thing you need to know is just up here on top. So these little dots, I guess, essentially are like the things you can do, but you really can't do that much because Intuit basically, this is Intuit's forum, and they pretty much create groups. They pretty much do everything. You can just be invited. So you can't even create a group. They create a group and they invite you to a group. So that's how that works. But basically you have messages here, in here, and then you have your own profile in here. And then this is where you would basically create your profile, and your profile connects to the QuickBooks app. That's where it's all kind of interconnected because.
And what does the app do?
The Own It, once you've connected Own It, once you've filled out your Own It profile, that's why it's kind of confusing. So I'm going to say it slowly. So first you go to Own It and you complete your profile. Why do you do that? Because Intuit owns Own It, and Intuit is going to put all of QuickBooks Connect materials on Own It. So if you don't connect your profile through Own It, you're not going to have access to the materials after the event. They're not printing anything out. They're not going to.
That's what they're doing. Okay, they're giving you all the materials through Own It.
Yeah.
And I've been a member of Own It for a while. I just didn't have the app. And
yeah. Okay. So first you want to do that. So, and that's like critical, because if not, you're not going to have access to the materials, which will be a shame. Yeah, go ahead.
A quick question. It sounds like Gina had it as software on her computer, and now there's an app for the phone. Is that right, or am I misunderstanding?
No, well, it's not a software on the computer at all. It's just another social media profile. So it's called Own It, ownit.com. So you see it up here. It's just like a Twitter or a Facebook or an Instagram. It's just social media only. But you can download it. I'm sorry?
I keep getting emails from them.
Oh, yeah, because they want you to be aware of the situation that you have to create your profile online, and then you download the app onto your phone, okay? And once you download the app onto your phone, then that's it. Then you're done. Don't even worry about it. After you download the app on your phone, you're done, because what happens is when you're actually in the QuickBooks Connect app, it already links it together. They're already linked together. And so, so if you guys actually watch this video here, and everything I just said is in my video. So that's why even though I'm going fast, it's all in the video. So don't be like, oh my God, what in the heck is she saying? So let me get to the point where I think I show you. Hold on. Where is it where I actually show you? I think it's towards the end. These are really short videos. I think they're less than 3 minutes. So there is an actual part in here. It's towards the end that I actually do show you how it's all connected. But if I just show you, like, let's say, let me just show you this. Let me show you the part where, oh, here, right here. Okay, so see this? This is actually how the app looks like. So see how it says view profile, event, my schedule. See this right here?
Mm-hmm.
And there's Own It. So once you actually have already gone to your Own It profile online, created your Own It profile online, downloaded Own It to your phone, that's it, you're done. Then you have to get QuickBooks Connect on your phone, and QuickBooks Connect already connects you with Own It. So at this point, they're all talking to each other. But you need to do all of that to get to this point, which is, it seems like a lot, you know, to get to this point, but you have to do all that. So then once you're on the Own It, once you're on Own It profile, again, this is where your profile is, you know, complete the profile a little bit. You can put a little picture. And then besides that, the only thing else that you need to do here is when you click on this little browser, this little thing, I never knew that. I actually had to call someone that works in Own It, and they're like, just click on the browser and everything will pick up. And I'm like, wait, what browser? Because when you first actually go into Own It, look how it looks like. When you open Own It for the first time, it looks like this. So obviously my eyes are going to go straight to share what's on your mind, right?
Right, and I've done that.
And then it's going to go to these people here, right? And then I want to go down, right? I mean, that's just rationally I want to go down. I didn't
Oh,
know.
look, it's Joanne.
Oh, where is she? Did I go too fast?
Yeah, you missed the purple hair. Keep going down.
There she is. Yeah. And actually they're doing, I really love what they're doing here. So they're doing these like meet the speaker articles where you can go and meet the speakers. You could read about their background. You can connect with them through social media. So if you click on her, you can go to her Twitter and all that. It will give you her Twitter right here. So if I click on this, it should take me straight to Twitter. See how it did that?
So they've done that for you too, Mariette, since you're on all over the place?
I sure hope so. I don't know. Honestly, I haven't had
your name. See if you can find it.
Okay, let me see. So, okay, so here's where you have to click on this little find topics here. And then, let me see. I've never,
your name.
Yeah, I've never searched for myself before on here. Oh, there I
you
am.
are.
Meet the speaker. Oh, hi, Mariette. I've
There
never
you
met.
go. There's your meet the speaker.
And then you can click on me and go straight to my Twitter. Oh, that's cool. Awesome.
And there you are, green face.
There's my green face. So, okay, so yeah, so that's Own It. So you guys make sure to go on there. More importantly, I would say is like you want the materials because remember, I don't know if you're going to be on your Chromebook, on your tablet. Try not, please don't just be on your phone. You have to be either on a computer, a tablet, or a Chromebook because, you know, when the people are teaching, you know, you probably want to open it up and maybe have like the slides in front of you in case you want to keep up or something or take notes or something. So the only way you can have access to the slides is if you're on Own It. That's really important. And that's why you're getting all those emails, Linda, because they really want people to know that. Let's see what's important too. So, okay, so for you guys, just so you know, because people are like, Joanne asked me, she's like, hey, I saw your video, and on your video, you are a member of the QuickBooks Connect 2016 group, and you were a member of the QuickBooks Connect 2016 speaker group. So just so everyone knows, the only one that's in the speaker group are speakers. So if you're not a speaker, you will only have one group when you come in to Own It, and you should have this group. If you don't have this group, then you have to contact Own It and tell them, hey, I'm not in the group, but that's pretty impossible because I think they said they automatically, as soon as you create a profile, you're going to be in the group. So, but just double check that you're in the group. And last thing is, it's kind of tricky, and I actually had to call them about this too, because supposedly I was in this speaker group, but when I came in here, I wasn't. And so this is how I had to find it. Not very intuitive, just so you know. I actually had to come up here on top. I had to click on these little dots. I had to click on groups. And then I had to say, at that point, there, I had to click on here and see how it says view group?
Mm-hmm.
I actually had to cover it and click on join group. So I had no idea. I'm like, how was I supposed to know all that? I was like, whoa.
Yeah, those things really are not that intuitive. I mean, they're great and all that, but it seems like it stops before you get the.
Well, yeah. Because, look, I mean, if you come in to Own It as it is, I'm sorry. This is very overwhelming. Like, I'm overwhelmed. I don't really know what I'm looking at. And, you know, I'm like, what's going on here? And, yeah. And so I'm going to show that to you guys again slowly. So you basically have to click on this X because it's hiding, which also frustrated me because it's hiding. So you have to click on the X, then you got to click on the dots, and then you got to click on the groups, and then you have to hover over the group, and if it says join group instead of view group, then you got to click on that, and that will automatically help you join the group. And then once you can join the group, then that's it. Then you're in the group.
Then you're in the group. And then if you want to see everything, you have to click on the find.
Yep. You have to click on the find to see everything. Exactly. So
yeah, I think this is one of the hardest apps to navigate, honestly. I don't find it easy to get around in here.
Yeah, I struggle, Jan. I mean, I actually posted something and then they privately said, oh, this is, you know, that's not the place to post it. You're not supposed to put like how-to questions. And I'm like, well, then where do we find out how to use it? Like, I'm pretty tech savvy. And
I've done that too. I'm like, no. They both are. But I feel like a little kid with training wheels on this site. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, go ahead, Linda.
The other thing that for me is a lot of times all the horizontal bar at the top, I have to say, well, is that the browser I'm in, and I'm in Chrome, or is that the app, because I'm actually in Own It right now. And,
Right.
And I'm supposed to pick my profession. And I'm wondering what I should pick. I'm thinking I probably should pick accountant, even though I'm not an accountant.
Yeah, just keep it simple.
They don't put bookkeeper on there. Yeah.
What else? What else was I going to show you? Another thing I was going to actually show you, and let's see if I can just show it to you this way. So, because the Zoom won't let me go back to my phone. So something that I thought was really cool, I actually was going into everybody's Twitter account, believe it or not. I would find somebody's Twitter, like, I don't know, let's just use Joanne. And I would go to Joanne's account. I'd come in here. I'd follow that person. It was taking me like over an hour, and it was pretty ridiculous. And because if you actually go to the QuickBooks Connect website and you click on speakers, you actually can start here. And this is what I did. Like,
yes, I like that.
Yeah, you click on him, and then you scroll to the bottom, and he doesn't have a Twitter. That's kind of annoying. So let's click on somebody else. Let's click on Brad. He definitely has a Twitter. Oh, wow, he doesn't have his Twitter there either. What? Okay, that's strange. Let's click on, okay, Rhonda has one for sure. Okay, what? Where's everybody's Twitter?
Maybe it's not on the QuickBooks Connect site.
It is, because this is what I did, but that's so strange that those people on top don't.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm amazed that Brad doesn't have his listed.
yeah, that's really strange. So I don't know why that is. But anyways, we just, Andrew Berg, he's on Twitter too. Oh, you know what? Something's wrong with this site because I'm friends with him on Twitter. So something's wrong with
Go back to Dawn.
That's not surprising.
Icons there.
Here's Dawn. You click on the Twitter, and then you click. I'm already following her. So then you follow them, right? So
Right.
just so you know, don't do that anymore. I figured out a much easier way to do it. Go into the app, and you actually can click. If you scroll a little bit down, again, it won't let me, but a little bit lower than this, it says speakers. You can click on speakers, click on their profile, and it'll automatically take you to the Twitter page that way. So much easier. So I was doing that and I was doing that while I was at a soccer practice. I was just at soccer practice, and I was just adding all the speakers' Twitter accounts, which was so, you know, multitasking. You guys know how that.
Prepping for QB Connect at the soccer practice.
Yes, exactly. So that
You know, I looked at my QB Connect app and I don't see that Own It. That's not there on the side listed down.
You missed the first part of this. I think you came in a little late.
Hi, Deborah.
Hi,
How are you?
good. I'm in Las Vegas right now, watching from a bar in Las Vegas.
Awesome. I would say the only reason why Own It would not be on there, are you actually on Own It?
I just went and downloaded the app and then signed up. And then,
Already?
I'm sorry? I signed up last year for it, and I just couldn't figure it out. You're right, it's difficult to navigate.
It is. Well, I would say first, before you do anything else, complete your profile where it says like, okay, it's completed. Then I would go back, and if I were you, I would actually log out of QuickBooks Connect app and then log back in, and then it's going to ask you to connect your Own It.
Okay, all right, I'll do that. Okay.
I think that's what it is. Let's see if there's anything else that I don't want you guys spending too much time on.
So you log in and out on your phone?
Well, only for her. I'm thinking she should, because she's saying that she
Or
doesn't.
she might not have joined that group yet.
No. This is different. She's saying that on her QuickBooks Connect app, she doesn't see the words Own It.
Oh, got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a bigger
Well, I've
problem.
got Own It on my phone, and I've got QuickBooks Connect. Now I got to see if
You're good then. You are
Look
good.
down the side, see if you see Own It. Mine's not there.
I'm going to go look.
Hey, Deborah, when did you download? I actually had to re-download QuickBooks Connect recently because I have like this little net.
I downloaded it when you posted it someplace and said it's now available. I went right away and did it when I saw your Facebook post.
What I have to do,
You're fine then. Let's see, is there anything else that you should know? I think that's about it. I think that's it. You guys just get on Own It, get on QuickBooks Connect app. If you want to get on Slack, I think it's awesome just because
hello, I can't hear you.
private communication with the, BWAM, like Seth's group and them and you guys. I kind of like that because this is going to be more public, and I kind of like the Slack being more private. I'm just going to show you something that I think is really cool that Seth did on Slack. So here's Slack right here. And so what he did on, oh, there I am too. What he did on Slack, if you guys do get on, because I know Slack is a little overwhelming to some people, so don't feel like you have to get on Slack. But the reason why I really like Slack is because what you do in Slack, and if you go back and watch Seth David's How to Use Slack, oh my God, the best Zoom I've seen in like, all his Zooms are awesome, but that one I think rocked because he really goes deep dive into Slack, which is important because it's a bit confusing. But basically the way Slack is, just keep it simple. It's pretty much just a tool where you're chatting. It's a chat tool, keep it simple. But what you can do is you can do what are called channels. And what channels are is specific topics. So for instance, my channel is called The Value to the Self-Employed. So the only person that's going to be in that channel is someone that cares about what I'm teaching. If they don't care, they're not going to be on that channel. So basically allows you to really like segregate and only be a part of a group that you want to be, which I really like. It's kind of like Facebook, you know, first we wanted to be in everybody's group and now we only want to be in a few because it's too overwhelming to be in so many different groups. But what we did here is we actually created channels per day. So like, what are you guys doing on Sunday? What are you guys doing on Monday? What are you guys doing on Tuesday? So we can actually go and find each other on these days. I think that's actually really cool. Rachel is teaching tricky transactions. So if you want to attend her session, you would go into her Slack and then you would start talking to her like, you know, whatever. Let's talk to her real quick. I'll say hi.
Right.
Right? You could pull her up and say, hi, Fish.
We did actually try Slack. We tried using Slack before Facebook group, and no one really liked it.
Yeah, I like it. Do you see here on the left? This is a perfect example on what I like it because I'm actually in different Slack groups. And so for instance, like Camino Financial is a company that I'm an advisor for. So I can go and talk to Camino Financial right now if I want to. This is my own company with my media guy. I can go talk to him. This is QuickBooks, so I can go talk to them. This is BWAM. I can go talk to them. I can literally talk to them in one click.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that for me.
No, it's instant access to just a variety of people without having to try to find all the platforms that they might be on, whether, you know, Google Chat or text message or WhatsApp or, you know, Facebook Messenger. I can just do it all at once. Plus you can search.
Yeah.
We just didn't know how to use it.
Or we didn't have it set up properly.
And like this, look at this. I think this is awesome. Like for instance, me, you know, I've gone in here in my channel. I've been posting videos. Like, what am I going to talk about? So I've been doing like a little 2-minute video. Like, you guys are going to go to self-employed class. I'm going to talk about this. So, and here was like, I put here, someone asked me, well, who are self-employed people? So I made a quick little picture of one of my slides that are in my session. And I said, here's a good example of self-employed people. You can't do that in any other app, like not this fast or this easy. You know, so that's another reason why I love the app. You can add pictures. This is kind of funny. I'm not doing it, but a lot of them are acting crazy and they're putting these funny videos. I don't know how to do it. I think they're called Giphies or something.
What?
I think they're called Giphies, where you like put a funny video. Yeah, so they're like putting little funny videos in there, you know, of us getting excited for QuickBooks Connect. So, you know, I mean, you can't get distracted, of course. It can get a little distracting. But that's why this, for me, I'm going to end it with this. The best part of Slack is this. I'm going to show you. You go into the actual settings of the channel and you mute them. So I'm going to unmute them for 1 second. And I don't like to have it unmuted because it's distracting. So I'm going to go back to his general where they're putting all this funny stuff. And I'm going to mute them, which basically means don't tell me when they're putting all this stuff on there. Like when I have a chance to take a break and have lunch or something, I'll go ahead and look at all this funny stuff. But this stuff is too distracting. So I'm never going to get notified by this channel. But if someone wants to talk to me about my session I'm teaching, if you notice this one isn't muted. So I'm not going to mute this channel. Yeah. So that's something I really like. So you can seriously mute everything that's not important, and then you can unmute everything that you need to be notified. So like for instance, if my media guy wants to talk to me, he's always unmuted because I want to be available for him. So so that's kind of cool. But besides that, I think that's it. I think I'm good. I think I've covered.
That's a lot. That's a lot, Mariette. Thank you.
I'm going to unshare now.
Okay, we'll go back to gallery view. Who else has joined us since we've been, there we go. So, I think we're ready for QB Connect then.
I hope so. If not, just contact us through Facebook, get on Slack, and ask us whatever you want through there, because that's where most of us will be.
Yep.
Nice, nice. And don't forget on Monday, Jan's meetup, and we'll be Zooming at that time too.
When is Jan's meetup?
It's 8 o'clock, just on the second floor in the cafe. So if you go down, grab your breakfast in the, in the food area, you can come on up and sit down and join us. So I'm going to get there like around 7:15 and kind of just wait for people and kind of get all set up. And then at 8 o'clock, whoever's there can join us. People can wander in, wander out, but it's just a casual, comfortable area.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to meeting you, Linda, in person. So I hope you get to join us.
Well, I will try. On Tuesday morning, I'm going to the Gusto breakfast over at the Fairmont Hotel.
Yay.
There's a lot of meetings this time at
Yeah,
QuickBooks
but it's
Connect.
Linda, it's not Tuesday morning, it's Monday morning.
Yeah, it's Monday morning, bright and early, right before the show starts.
Yeah, Gusto is Tuesday. This is Monday. Jan's is Monday.
Got it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I could do that.
Yeah.
So I figure the place where I'll run into everybody is the food places. And one of the things I really liked is there was a lot of like ottomans all around. So you could sit down, you could plug your cell phone in. I need to buy something so I can keep my cell phone charged. I don't.
Deb has to be the person to talk to on that.
You know what, Linda? Joanne just bought this box, and it's like this big. I cannot remember the name of it. I'll ask her. And it charges up to 6 or 10 devices at once, and they charge fully for a few hours. So you just keep that charged, and then you can carry it, and you can plug in multiple devices at once.
I have it's called a Mophie, and I can do
Yes,
two.
that's what it is. That's what it
Yeah.
is, Mophie.
I was going to say, I think it's a Mophie because it's really strong, and I just charge up both sides, and no kidding, it'll take me from, in fact, I just charged. I went from 1%, I'm at 99%, and it took me 30 minutes.
Wow.
And the name of it, could you spell it in the chat?
Yeah, it's Mophie. I'll put it in for you.
Oh, okay.
The names of these
Yeah, I
things
got
are
it.
so crazy.
I know.
Hang on, show you what it looks like.
Thank you. I'm on my phone.
To do a bunch of shopping tomorrow or Sunday to take with me. It's
Here's what it looks like. Linda,
yeah.
this
Okay.
is what it looks like.
Mophie.
Yep.
There you go.
And because it has multiple slots, you can charge multiple devices.
Okay.
Yeah. I call it the brick.
She says it's very heavy, but
It
it's
is.
totally worth
The
it.
answer
Because
is not.
huh?
Is it heavy or not?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
It's not like, it's gonna be like, you're not like carrying a small child on your back all day.
No, but the other thing I have to buy is one of the things I've learned to do is I'm going to buy a small wheeled suitcase type thing that I can actually put my laptop and everything in so that I don't have to carry the laptop around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use a tablet. I have tablets and I read from them, but I don't usually do stuff.
That's why I like my Chromebook because it's so light.
So
Yeah.
petite. Yeah.
Yeah, I love my Chromebook for things like that.
Right.
Laptops have their certain place, but for
in the hotel room.
things, I like
Linda,
my Chromebook.
Linda, try something like they have those stylish ones. They're small, but they
Yeah,
hold
what did you just do? Search for a laptop case?
laptop case with wheels.
Okay, but it has to have a long enough handle that I don't have to bend over to drag it.
And that's where you search for the different heights of how
Got it.
high it is.
Perfect. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say laptop case.
With wheels. And then once you do that, you can then narrow it by the height, by the,
Yeah, I want something really
extend-
tall so that I don't. But the thing is this: the reason why I like a small suitcase is because I can put my laptop in it, and I can actually put food and snacks in it too.
yeah. So look at this lady. Look at this lady. This one goes all the way up to her hip.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's a pretty long one. So look for a laptop bag with wheels, and then you can.
Oh my God, they sell them at Kohl's.
Oh, they sell them everywhere. You can get them at Walmart, at Target. You can get them anywhere.
Oh, okay, I didn't know
It
that.
depends on what kind of quality, high quality, medium quality, that you're looking for.
Is Deborah still on? I wanted to show her something real quick. Are you still on, Deborah?
No, she's not.
Oh, okay.
We lost her.
I wanted to show her how she was a star on one of my sessions.
Oh, her beach scene.
Her beach scene is a star in one of my sessions. I wanted to show
You
her.
have a picture up,
great.
share it.
Here, I'll.
And if she looks later, she'll see it.
Okay,
She
here.
could have stayed on with us.
I'll just show her. So you guys see it? Here she is.
Yep.
She's right there.
Great. Oh, look at that picture of Deborah on the beach.
Look at her. And I'm
I
gonna
think
bring.
that was right before the hurricane came in.
Yeah. And then actually, a few of you guys are also here. Melissa's she's also in my session. I love this picture. Did you guys see?
Oh, what a cutie. I love it.
Oh, I love it. And then I have this picture of you guys. Let's see. Of course, I have my kids in there. Of
Oh,
course.
I love
Yes.
them.
And then I have this one.
Ooh,
Sam, there you are. There's Pat. There's Yvette.
definitely.
So this is actually a cool one. This one was when I actually won one of Stacy K's. You know how she's been giving stuff away in the business work.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, I was one of the winners, and it was so cool because when she put how she was able to figure out that I was a winner in every group, because basically she says who's the top influencer, who's the top commenter. I was number one in every group, and I'm like, I got to take a picture of that.
Ah,
So I actually put that in there, and that's actually my part about how to. It takes a village. Organize your resources, find your tribe, and stay connected.
Well,
So-
you just told us how to do it with all the QB Connect apps and own it and putting them all together.
Oh, well, I'll be talking about all that kind of. I don't know how I'm going to get all this in an hour. I'm scared. I'm actually practicing so that way I can actually do all this in an hour because I got so much I can.
I know.
You're
You
gonna
gotta get it down, girl.
well.
Jan, I'm stressing more. My husband's like, why are you so stressed? You love to talk. And I said, that's the problem.
I know. No, I'm doing the same thing. I have a bunch of things I have to do with some corps, and I'm like, okay, I've got to get this down. So I've written out my speech. I'm all ready to go. I'm exactly like you. It's got to be concise. It's got to be clean. It's, lots of practice.
It does. I mean, they were really tough about our sessions. I actually got my solo session reviewed by 4 different people. And I was like, okay, that kind of pressure. But every time they gave me such amazing feedback that I was able to really condense and just stay focused because I am all over the place. And so I was so happy. I'm like, thank you. I said, please, I'm not offended. All the constructive feedback, it's okay. I don't want to, be everywhere because I can be everywhere.
So they're positioning you to be a star.
Oh, they're awesome. I'm grateful. I love them though. I think that they're our partners. I've always said that. Any company that does as much as they do for us, they're our partners. And hey, I hang out with the partners. That's why I chase Seth. I'm chasing Seth and I'm chasing you guys because you guys are my friend and my partner. So
That's right.
And Nisha has people chasing her, and that's why she has her.
Oh, sorry.
I tell my clients when they hire me, they get all of you.
Yes.
No, sorry. I was
Exactly.
multitasking.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. It's so true. When they hire us, they get all of us. I totally agree.
Great. So I'm going to change the subject a little bit. Dennis was talking earlier before we started recording about that you need to re-register for e-services. That your
What?
is no longer good.
It's going to be changing. It was really supposed to change on October 17th, but it'll get postponed indefinitely. But you can they're going to consolidate it into one login, and it's what is it? Look at I belong to this American Society of Tax Solvers. Anyway, we had a big webinar a couple of days ago, and you have to re-register for e-services, and what they're doing because of all the problems with the identity theft using the transfer services, that you're going to have to re-register, and you need to have an email address, your social number, a personal account number from your credit card or your home mortgage loan or mobile phone. And what they're going to do is that you will re-register and you just have one password and you won't have to update it. Like now you have to update your password for your services like every 6 months, I think it is. It's really a big pain in the ass. So,
Right, it has been, and people don't use it but once a year. So every year, come tax time, they have to figure out how to reinstate their password.
So can I ask,
I'm sorry, go ahead, Jan.
I'm sorry, Gina. Can I ask, is this personal or business? So is this like, because I have my P10 and all of that. Is that connected with this, or is this
well,
for?
I use these services to get transcripts for my clients.
Yeah, okay.
And so I sign in for with my business login.
Yep.
And so they're going to consolidate that. It's called, it says register now, get transcript account, and get your validation completed ahead of time to minimize later issues, because they were estimated to take maybe 30% of the people would be able to successfully register. And so rather than wait till the last minute with everybody else, especially during tax season, I'm going to try to do it now. I tried it the other day, and there was something wrong, and it blocked me out for 24 hours. So I'm going to try again.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, my password had expired. I got the thing to update my password, and it expired, so it was disabled. So I reactivated it, but it didn't have all that new information. It didn't ask me for.
Well, that's what's going to happen. You have to go to the Get Transcript account or website within irs.gov.
Okay.
And
do it that way, because that's where I applied for my ERO, and that's where I have that in there. So that's why I have e-services, and then I go to the renew your P10 website, which is different, and that's a different logon.
Well, you got that email I sent you, right, with the PDF?
Yep, I was re-throughing the slides, but when I went in and I reactivated my password, it just is the normal registration.
Right, because you're going to a different page in the website to get transfer, and that's this new procedure. I mean, you'll notice that.
I think, isn't that in the that's in the whatchamacallit?
Well, it's basically for people that are getting clients' transcripts. I mean, it's not for your own personal. It's
no, I don't use it for that way.
So Linda, e-services is basically the electronic services for accountants, for tax accountants.
Yeah, it used to be.
Okay, it has to do with taxes.
Yes.
It used to be you could get a power of attorney done online, and that went away because of budget problems. But supposedly they're coming up with a new system, and supposedly with the new system you'll be able to go back and be able to do that again. Because it used to be I could get a power of attorney like in about a half hour online. Now it's like about 2 weeks wait, because I have to screw around with the IRS, and they fax it and they get around to posting it after a week or two, and then so it went backwards.
Well, you know what, Dennis? They're actually setting up. So I don't want to scare you guys or anything, but so this is what they're doing in the UK. So I can see what the IRS is doing. So
Right.
basically, what they do is they have their tax authority, which is like our IRS.
Right.
You sign up as an individual and you sign up as a taxpayer, and then what happens is they ask you what your bank accounts are and what your business name is, and then they start linking it together, right? Well, in the UK, what they're doing is they assign you a number, and that's everybody. And then you go on, you log on, and you can see how much you make from your employer, and you can see how much money is being deposited into your bank account, and then they tell you how much tax that you owe because they're sourcing it from their bank accounts.
Mm.
And so what they're doing is, I know why it seems like it's a step backwards. I think it's just one more piece where they're starting to link it in because it's only one login now, right?
Yeah, right, essentially. And it's kind of
I'm
like-
hoping that, because here's the problem with doing something like that here. There's a lot of people that get untaxed income.
Agreed. That's what they're trying to capture.
So you cannot. There's programs that people, participating where the program is if the income that you generate is not taxed.
I'm not disagreeing with you. They have that in the UK, but what's happening is those agencies and everything are already linked in saying we're giving Jan X amount of income. So
Gotcha.
they deduct it out of the bank account. So it's literally what will happen is anybody who doesn't have a bank account, they're going to start requiring you to have some type of bank account or something linked. Maybe not a bank account, because I know a lot of kids don't use that. But
Yeah, today a lot of people don't have that. You'd be
A
surprised.
lot of
I
I know
know.
you would be surprised the amount of people that don't have a bank account.
I know I agree with you. I know there's a lot, but that's the thing is then they're going to tell you how much tax you owe.
Well, they have like the IRS projects the tax gap each year. And,
Mm-hmm.
That's what the audits are for. That's how they determine, who to audit. Usually it's the small business people and if you ever get audited, they ask for your bank statements. And if you can't tell them what the deposit is,
What I want.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
I think it's Yvette. I think you should mute her. I think they're having a conversation in the back.
I did, dear.
Yeah. So what were you saying, Dennis?
I was going to say that, like I tell my clients, if you're going to get audited, you better look at your personal bank accounts and make sure that you can account for every deposit. Like if you get an inheritance or if you get a bank transfer, unless you can prove otherwise, they assume it's income.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They're doing that now.
Yeah, they are. And it's just one more piece. But I was so surprised when I went to the UK and found out that that's what they've already shifted to, right? And the bookkeepers there, they're not, like a lot of them are on Sage Desktop. And so they're not really concerned about their jobs. And I wouldn't be either because there's so much you have to do. But the thing is that I was blown away that the government is already doing that. Now they're not yet telling people what their taxes are. It's just log in, see this, that kind of thing. And this would be what your taxes will be. But I think by the end of next year, it'll be full-fledged.
Wow.
Here you go. Here's how
Wow.
much taxes you owe.
Well, that's what the IRS wants to do eventually is, do the, prepare your return based on your bank accounts and all that stuff.
Yeah, but will Congress actually get together to actually pass that?
I doubt it because right now the IRS is so understaffed and underfunded that, there's in this country, there's so much controversy over taxes that it's amazing anything gets done.
Not disagreeing with you there.
And our banks are stepping backwards as far as
Well, our banks, I used to be in banking.
electronically.
It used to be when I was started out in banking about 30, 40 years ago, it was like there were so many little banks and savings and loans and community banks, and you had the state regulations and federal regulations, and you'd have two sets of auditors come in and be auditing your books. And, now with consolidation, there are more national banks,
Yeah,
Like
but
that.
there are still small banks that are now not connecting like sending electronic files to
Right.
QuickBooks and do not plan on it. All you get is a CSV file.
Yeah.
If you can do something with it, fine. If not, too bad.
Yep. True problem.
Yeah.
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 The IRS has to get with the bank accounts, or the banks. The bigger banks, of course, will be able to conform, but I don't see the small banks being able to just yet.
Well,
Yeah, I think it's a process.
I've been reading this one book. It's written by a former IRS agent who worked for the IRS for about 30 years. He's talking about how outmoded and outdated their computer systems are. They don't talk to each other. It's just, you know,
Well, they are. Yeah, I agree. They are outdated.
I agree.
And need a lot of help, but they are doing things. I do know somebody that was helping create a program to match the 1099s. That'll go a long way once they're starting to be able to match 1099s that are processed by businesses with the people that are receiving the money.
well, I know with tax software, like with, I think they call it Pro Connect Online or whatever. It used to call it ITO, Intuit Tax Online, which is where I still
Yeah.
call it. And they're getting more and more into being able to import right now it's the W-2s and the K-1s. Now their next goal is the 1099s, and I think maybe the 1098, so that there's less data entry and more analysis kind of
Well, I
thing.
think the IRS is doing it just to make sure that everybody reports their income, because so many people that are 1099 vendors.
Well, the IRS has what they call them CP2000 letters, where they have a matching program where that's how they catch people not, because what happens a lot of times my clients will forget to give me a 1099, and then all of a sudden about 6 months later we get a CP2000 letter saying, hey, our system says this and you say this, what's going on? And invariably,
States are getting online with that too. Pennsylvania now shares with the IRS.
although
Requiring that, not all states do, but Pennsylvania now does require copies of 1099s to be sent to them, and they share that with the IRS. So if you're one of the people that somebody is reporting a 1099, they will see and they will ask you for your Pennsylvania income, and they share that with the IRS.
well, there's a problem now. I had this one client that got I think they call it a 1099K. It's from the PayPals of the world. And what the IRS did is that they took my client's return, which we had estimated the gross income, which is supposedly reflected by the 1099Ks, and they just basically added on top additional, $50,000, which was, so I had to write a letter to the IRS and try to figure out what's going on with that. But anyway, they bake in like the sales tax, and so you can't really rely on
What the K says. Oh, absolutely.
And I thought the purpose of the 1099K would come into effect when you got audited. You had to, reconcile. But now it looks like they're using it for CP2000 letters, where it's.
Well, if you get discounts or rebates or anything like that, also your 1099 shows the gross. You have to actually show where the expenses come out when you file your return.
And I think also if you're using PayPal both professionally and personally, that they'll get lumped together too, in the 1099K. That's what one woman from the IRS was telling me. They said that, PayPal was including both the business and personal if you had the same account. And on the 1099K, so it doesn't get too much.
Electronic business workings.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is when you start to set those things up, because remember when we all started with PayPal and eBay, like it asked what your social security number was, right?
Right.
And so you did that, and then all of a sudden people were using PayPal for business, and then they came out with these 1099Ks.
Yeah.
And they were like, wait, I'm being 1099 personally, not through my business, but yet it's a business account because PayPal came out with it. They never converted people over and got new EIN numbers.
It's a mess.
Yeah. It's a nightmare. And there's a lot of people who still don't get that. So it's kind of insane. But It's just the automation piece of it that's coming down the pipe. So I'm excited to see what's going on at QB Connect because Jim McGinnis moved from the accountant segment over to Pro Connect.
Okay.
And so what's going to happen there is there's a huge shift and a huge focus. And I listened to Intuit's State of the Union or shareholder meeting earlier this month. And basically what they're saying is they're focusing on two areas, the accountants division and the tax division. And they're really going to really work hard on building up that TurboTax and that Pro Connect. So they're putting a lot of money in there.
I was on a webinar yesterday with Pro Connect and what they're planning on for this year. And they're making it right now with I call it ITO, is that the documentation is really hard to follow and really knowing where to put stuff sometimes. And now they're trying to get it so that you can have a look at it with the form base too. And so you can see, in theory, you could click on a number on the form and it will take you to the worksheet. Right now, the worksheets aren't all that intuitive, at least, pardon the pun, as I can see it. But
have you used QBO to ITO? Have you used that function?
Yeah, I did it for one client, and I found that it wasn't all that accurate. And I've got one client. My problem is I've got a different login number for ITO versus QBO, and the reason why is that I got so frustrated trying to get QBO set up with the ITO set up with the QBO login, and I just couldn't do it, so I gave up and started new ones. But now you can only connect the one client that I have on my old QBO number. I can't connect them to ITO.
So it won't import.
And I was thinking about, do I dare call Intuit and try to get this changed over?
That would be my suggestion, Dennis, because I had that multiple realm problem also. I got a very nice person and it was fixed in the end, but it did take a couple hours. So you have to be prepared when you do call to have the time available to just fix it and be done with it.
Because that would be, if I could get that person over, then although that person may be going away, I have to decide if I'm going to fire him or if he's going to fire me. This guy, I barely avoided a $10,000 failure to file penalty because he hadn't gotten me his stuff,
Well, sometimes, well, that's a subject for another time.
Yeah.
Dennis. We are over time now, so I am going to end our meeting today. I will see everybody Monday, 8 o'clock, San Jose time, 11 o'clock my time.
Yay, excited to have you in our meetup and doing and hosting out to the Zoom people who can't attend. That's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. Try and join everyone. So have a great weekend and have fun at QB Connect.
Is there going to be a link on the Facebook page?
Yes.
On Monday morning?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Make sure I'm up at that time. So
I'll put the event up. If I don't do it tonight, I'll do it tomorrow.
okay.
And then I can share it, right, Gina?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, we'll just share it out and I'll email it out. And before we leave, I just want to say to everyone, thank you for everyone who attended the webinar that we did with Seth on Thursday, because I see a lot of you did. And I just want to say thank you so much. He did such a great job, but it was really good having that encouragement from all of you. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll see you all on Monday.
All right. Have a great weekend, everyone.
I didn't know about
Bye.
it. All right. Okay. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I can't stop my recording.